The 4680 batteries are causing a lot of buzz when it comes to the Tesla Model Y Juniper 2025. Just imagine, these new cells have an impressive energy density, up to 500% greater than the old 2170 cells. This means the car can go even farther on a single charge. If the Model Y was already known for its good range, now it can reach an incredible 563 kilometers on a full charge, a 10% increase in range. It's that feeling of freedom while driving, without worrying about having to stop soon to recharge. What's even more interesting is that these improvements not only help performance, but also reduce production costs by up to 30%. Another cool thing is that Tesla has developed a dry cathode process for these batteries, which makes the car even more efficient and safer. This process not only improves battery performance, but is also aligned with Tesla's sustainability goals. The dry cathode uses fewer environmentally harmful materials and simplifies manufacturing, reducing environmental impact. So, in addition to having more advanced and cost-effective technology, the Model Y Juniper 2025 is also contributing to a smaller ecological footprint, which is super important for the future of electric cars. They're planning to launch no less than 4 new variants of the dry cathode 4680 battery. What's more amazing is that each of these variants will be tailored for different types of vehicles. For example, you'll have the NC05, which is perfect for cars like the robotaxi. Just imagine how this could change the game in the world of autonomous transportation, because with this battery, the car will be super efficient and able to run for long periods without needing constant recharging. This is the kind of innovation that could really transform how we see transportation in the future. The NC20, on the other hand, is designed for a more robust vehicle like the Cybertruck. This futuristic truck is already promised to be resistant to practically anything, and with a battery like this, it'll become even more powerful. The cool thing about this battery is that it can handle much more intense energy demands, which is necessary for a vehicle that's big, heavy, and made to cover tough terrains. It's not just about making the Cybertruck run longer. It's about ensuring it has the strength needed to face any kind of challenge on the road or off it. Now, if you're thinking about speed and performance, that's where the NC30 comes in, designed with cars like the next-gen Tesla Roadster in mind. This is the type of battery that will power a true racing machine. The Roadster already has a reputation for being insanely fast, and with this new battery, it could break even more speed records. Imagine an electric sports car that can not only outpace combustion models in performance, but also in energy efficiency. It's the kind of thing that makes you rethink the future of supercars. What's even more intriguing is the last of these variants, the NC50. This one is for even higher performance vehicles, those that will demand the most out of a battery, whether for competition or special applications. We're talking about something that could power vehicles we haven't even imagined yet. Perhaps projects Tesla is keeping up its sleeve. This level of customization shows how the company is always thinking ahead, developing technologies that will adapt as the future needs of electric vehicles evolve. These new 4680 dry cathode variants aren't just about improving vehicle range or reducing charging time. They're also deeply connected to Tesla's vision of a sustainable future. The manufacturing process for these batteries involves fewer resources and generates less pollution, which is a crucial point in the company's commitment to the environment. Furthermore, mass production of these more efficient batteries could help lower costs even further, allowing electric vehicles to become more accessible to a wider audience. And you know what's even more interesting? Tesla isn't just focused on creating batteries for their own cars. These new variants could very well become a standard for other automakers in the future, expanding the impact of these technologies beyond Tesla's models. This means that even if you don't own a Tesla, you could end up driving a car equipped with this advanced technology. It's impressive to think about how much these batteries could redefine the industry as a whole. One thing I find fascinating is how these different versions of the 4680 batteries will influence the customization of electric vehicles. Instead of a one-size-fits-all solution for every model, Tesla is creating specific options for each type of demand. If you want an autonomous car, there's a battery for that. If you need a powerful truck, there's another. And if you're someone who loves feeling the adrenaline of a super fast car, there's a perfect version for you too. This versatility is something few companies can deliver so efficiently. The interior of the Model Y Juniper 2025 is getting a makeover that will leave any tech fan in awe. The first thing that stands out is the steering wheel, now inspired by the bold design of the Cybertruck. This wheel has a futuristic look, with a shape that breaks away from the traditional, giving the driver the feeling of being in control of something far more advanced than just a car. The idea here is clear: to transform the driving experience into something entirely new, almost like piloting a spaceship. And let's be honest, no one brings that sci-fi vibe into everyday life like Tesla. Now, speaking of comfort and sophistication, the Model Y Juniper is also stepping up its game with premium interior materials. A standout feature is the use of perforated leather, which not only feels soft and luxurious, but also offers extra functionality by helping with seat ventilation. This means that in addition to looking great, the car will be super comfortable, especially on hot days. Tesla is ensuring that every interior detail makes a difference, both in appearance and the overall experience for those inside. And it's not just the materials that impress. The ambient lighting system has also been upgraded, creating an even more immersive atmosphere inside the car. Imagine driving at night, with soft lighting along the dashboard and sides of the car, crafting a calm and modern environment. This lighting isn't just an aesthetic detail. It also contributes to a more relaxing and personalized driving experience. You can even configure the colors and brightness, tailoring the interior to your mood. Another interesting aspect of this interior update is the design of the steering wheel controls. Tesla is adopting a minimalist approach by eliminating the traditional stalks behind the wheel. Instead, everything is controlled directly on the steering wheel itself, giving it a much cleaner and more modern look. This also keeps the driver's hands on the wheel more often, increasing safety by reducing the need to take your hand off for turning signals or other commands. It's all very practical and, of course, carries that signature Tesla innovation we've come to expect. The absence of traditional stalks might seem strange at first, but when you think about the practicality of having all controls within reach, it makes perfect sense. It's like the car becomes an extension of the driver, with everything optimized for easier interaction. This also reinforces the idea that the interior of the Model Y Juniper is designed to be both functional and sophisticated, while maintaining the minimalist essence that defines the brand. Now, imagine the feeling of being inside this car with all these upgrades. Every time you step in, it will feel like a next-level experience with the futuristic steering wheel, premium leather, and adjustable lighting to match your mood. And the best part is that these changes aren't just cosmetic. They're practical too, making driving more comfortable and intuitive. It's the kind of attention to detail that shows Tesla truly thinks about the end user in every design choice. And of course, we can't forget that these interior changes are perfectly aligned with the minimalist style Tesla has always promoted. The goal is to eliminate excess, keeping everything clean and straightforward without distractions. Every part of the Model Y Juniper's interior seems to have a clear purpose, with no unnecessary frills. It's a car that combines technology, comfort, and simplicity in a way that few brands can achieve. What's cool is seeing how Tesla is constantly evolving, finding ways to surprise us with both performance and design. Each update to the Model Y Juniper is a reminder that driving a Tesla isn't just about getting from point A to point B, but about enjoying every moment inside the car. With these interior changes, the the experience promises to be even more immersive and enjoyable. One of the most eye-catching details of this new version of the Tesla Model Y Juniper 2025 is the rear light bar that now spans the entire width of the car. Imagine this. Instead of the vertical taillights we're used to seeing, you'll have this continuous strip of light that practically screams future as the car drives by. It's not just about aesthetics, but also about presence. Anyone behind a Model Y will instantly recognize they're looking at a truly modern car. Speaking of modernity, another detail that's changing is the T logo we've become so familiar with on the back of Teslas. Now, instead of that simple and minimalist symbol, what will shine are the illuminated letters spelling Tesla. This change might seem subtle, but it will have a big visual impact. After all, large illuminated letters on the back of a car automatically give it a more sophisticated, imposing feel. And of course, much more in line with recent design trends. This move makes sense, as other brands are also opting for this style, and Tesla, as always, isn't falling behind when it comes to innovation. Now think about it, this isn't just about style. The light bar and illuminated letters aren't just there to impress visually. They also play a very practical role in safety. A continuous light bar increases the car's visibility at night or in low-light conditions. This means that the Model Y Juniper 2025 won't just look more modern. It will also be safer on the road. And that's exactly what Tesla is all about, right? Blending technology, design, and safety into one package. The idea of replacing the traditional logo with large, written letters also brings a sense of exclusivity. It's almost like Tesla is saying, we know who we are, and we're proud of it. And when you consider that the brand already has global recognition, this new design will only reinforce that identity. Every time you see those letters glowing at night, it's impossible not to immediately associate them with innovation, sustainability, and of course, Tesla's leadership in the world of electric cars. Additionally, this continuous light bar is almost like a visual signature. Many cars try to stand out, but Tesla has that special touch of making something simple, like a set of lights, become an essential part of the vehicle's identity. And when you combine that with the illuminated letters at the rear, the Model Y Juniper 2025 will be unmistakable. Even for those who aren't car enthusiasts, just seeing that illuminated silhouette from a distance will let them know they're looking at a Tesla. What's most interesting is how Tesla can make these design changes without losing its minimalist essence. If you look at the Model Y Juniper 2025, you'll notice that despite the updates, it still retains that clean and sophisticated look the brand has always maintained. Nothing is overdone. Everything seems to be in the right place in just the right amount. That rear light bar, for example, could easily have been something too flashy, but Tesla found a way to make it elegant and functional at the same time. Now that's smart design, right? And there's more. Along with all these design improvements, Tesla is also focused on driver and passenger comfort. With the rear light bar, the visual isn't just for those outside the car. Inside, the interior lighting also follows this concept of modernity and comfort. The Model Y Juniper 2025 will be a true driving experience, where every detail, from the lights to the finishes, reflects this idea of being ahead of its time. Another interesting aspect of this change is how it reflects a broader trend in the automotive industry. More and more, car manufacturers are turning vehicle lights into elements of visual identity. This was already common in front headlights, but now the rear of cars is getting the same attention. And of course, Tesla is doing it in a way only they can, with cutting-edge technology and impeccable style. If you think about it, the rear light bar that spans the width of the car could symbolize something deeper. It's as if Tesla is connecting all the elements of the car into one continuous line of innovation. Every component, from design to battery technology, works together to create a vehicle that's more than just a means of transportation. It's a complete experience. Tesla is always one step ahead when it comes to innovation, and the Model Y Juniper may be about to take a big leap with the possible integration of AI Hardware 5. Just imagine a car with even more advanced processing capabilities, taking autonomous driving to the next level. While it hasn't been officially confirmed yet, the idea that this model could incorporate this technology is already getting everyone excited. What this hardware would do is essentially allow the car to think faster and better, processing an enormous amount of information in real time. What makes AI Hardware 5 so intriguing is the promise of much more efficient machine learning. It's as if the car, in addition to being smart, is also continuously learning from every mile driven, becoming better at interpreting the environment around it. This opens up a world of possibilities for autonomous driving. The ability to react faster to traffic changes, identify obstacles with greater precision, and make decisions almost instantly would be some of the major benefits. And this advancement in processing isn't just about safety, although that's one of the most important points. The idea is that with more powerful hardware, the car could also move more smoothly and naturally. You know, that human touch that sometimes seems to be missing in autonomous driving? AI Hardware 5 could bring driving that not only is technically perfect, but also feels smoother, like a person is behind the wheel. This evolution is what Tesla has been striving for with its systems. Of course, we can't yet know all the details about AI 5 for sure, but the expectation is that it will be much more efficient in terms of data analysis. It would be able to process information from all the car's sensors almost instantly. This means the vehicle could see everything happening around it with incredible clarity and react much faster and more precisely. It's the kind of thing that makes you wonder, are we getting closer to fully autonomous cars? Another interesting point about this possible AI 5 is its ability to update the car over time. If there's one thing Tesla has already proven, it's that its cars get better with time, thanks to software updates. Now, with more advanced hardware, these updates could have an even greater impact. It wouldn't just be about new features, but also improving the car's ability to learn from its environment and adapt to each driver's and city's conditions. It's like the car would be shaped to your driving style and daily needs. This hardware evolution also raises questions about how Tesla is planning the future of autonomous driving. With AI 5, full self-driving, FSD, could finally reach the level everyone expects, a completely independent car. Currently, FSD already performs well in many situations, but with AI 5, the expectation is that it will be able to handle even more complex scenarios, like busy streets and adverse weather conditions. This level of autonomy is what Tesla has been promising, and AI 5 hardware might be the key to achieving it. The most intriguing part is thinking about how this hardware will influence the collective learning of Tesla's entire fleet. Every Tesla on the road is, in a way, feeding a larger intelligence. When one car encounters a new situation and learns to handle it, that information is shared with all other vehicles of the brand. With AI 5, this process of sharing and learning could be accelerated. It's as if each Tesla is collaborating so the entire fleet gets smarter in a collaborative way. And of course, we can't forget that all this cutting-edge technology comes with a strong focus on safety. Tesla always prioritizes safety, and with AI 5, the expectation is that driver assistance systems will be more precise and reliable than ever. Beyond just avoiding accidents, the car will be able to predict and anticipate potential risk situations. This level of foresight is something that only advanced artificial intelligence can offer. Have you ever imagined arriving home with your Tesla Model Y, parking, and simply walking away without even worrying about plugging the car in? Tesla seems to be thinking exactly that. Recently, they filed patents for wireless charging technology, which means we're getting closer to a future where cables will be a thing of the past. With this system, the car could start charging automatically as soon as it parks over a special charging base. This would not only bring more convenience, but also eliminate that annoying scenario of searching for the charging cable in a rush. The interesting thing is that this wireless charging technology could completely change how we approach our electric car routines. Imagine never having to deal with plugs, cables, or even wondering if the cable is working properly or not. This would be a real relief, especially for those living in big cities, already dealing with the daily hustle and bustle. Moreover, this type of advancement once again puts Tesla ahead of the game, pioneering something that other automakers are still trying to solve. And it's not just charging that's getting an upgrade. The Model Y's entertainment system also promises to be something out of this world. Tesla didn't skimp on sound quality. There are 17 speakers spread throughout the car, offering such an immersive sound experience that you might even forget you're driving. This level of sound is something usually only seen in high-end audio systems. And here it's integrated into the car, creating the perfect environment for long trips or even for those shorter drives that deserve a worthy soundtrack. Now, if you enjoy movies, series, or even games, the Model Y is going to take that pastime to another level. For rear passengers, there's an 8-inch screen that's not just for decoration. With access to platforms like Netflix and YouTube, passengers can watch their favorite content while the car takes care of the rest. And of course, we can't forget the Tesla Arcade, which is basically a digital amusement park for gaming fans. You can play while the car charges or even during a long trip, making the most of every minute. Tesla's proposal with this entertainment system is to transform the car's interior into something beyond a means of transport. They want it to be a complete entertainment space where you can relax, have fun, and enjoy the journey to the fullest, whether you're driving or a passenger. For kids, this is a dream come true. Just imagine being able to play your favorite games or watch a movie while the trip flies by without them even noticing the time.